Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Fearsome Gamer, and I'm going to react to another Tom MacDonald song. I figured I would start with Dear Rappers this time. I have seen this before. Just a disclaimer. I just figured I'll give my 2 cents on this video. Alrighty. I'll try not to pause it too much and mainly just end with my thoughts, but I'll probably pause it a few times. Here it goes.
Man, it's easy for these rappers who have it all. Talk about the days when they used to be sad. I guess I can't relate to being famous and wealthy. I'm 28 and still praying for the day I have a chance. Maybe y'all can help me out though. I'm just trying to take care of my household. I don't even want to make my mouth go. I just want to win before the system that I'm in gets a hold of me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear
It's a great time to pause it. But yeah, so they know that that's a relatable note, so they almost always, I don't know, has any rapper ever come out and been like, "Oh, I've always like had a fantastic, amazing life. Never really had any problems. Boy, life is grand." Like that, I think they generally always come out with like, "Oh, I always lived in a terrible place, rough neighborhood, people getting shot everywhere, and oh yeah, it's just terrible, and yeah, couldn't eat for months, and yeah, basically just talking about how poor and terrible their life was, and then you research them, and it's like, oh, now wait a minute, they lived in a pretty well-to-do city and actually had a decent life, and anyway, already raining.
rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a to me again and starts to squeeze under my chin until I'm out cold. Dear rappers, can you help me? I'll even take a selfie with your album that I bought. I got every single CD that you ever fucking dropped. I spent everything I had and I never had a lot. Oh my god, what a mess. Your words help me deal with the stress. Used to contemplate my suicide the nights I was depressed. Used to pop you in a boombox and sit up on my desk. Listen to your music till I felt it in my chest. But these days it's like you don't have nothing left. Your music feels kinda like you're trying to write a check. Everything is digital, I mean no disrespect, but I'm paying even more and you give me even less. What the fuck? You taught me to think, you taught me to grow, you taught me the things to survive on my own. But now you teach me to drink, you teach me to smoke, you teach me to think. Every woman's a hoe. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. Yeah. Just a drug addict on TV. I can hear another fucking song about abusing medication that I had to take just to stay alive. There's more important shit than what you wear and where you live and who you fucking, what you drink and what you spend and what you drive. Rappers full of bullshit. Rappers just a marketing vehicle for the product that the man wants you to buy. Rap about a full clip. Rappers just promoting different liquors and varieties of ways that you could die. Yeah. Dear rappers, can you help me? Are you almost out of alcohol to sell me? Tell me, cause drinking every night can be the way to getting wealthy. If
Isn't it wild how many of them have their own alcohol? This is wild, right?
I'm really being honest, all the shit is overwhelming. I need someone to look up to. You're living in a country that elected Donald Trump. You're living in a country where police are killing people every day and all you want to talk about is doing drugs. You've been blinded by the money.
Seems like he's changed his views on that one. But understandable though. So I don't want to go on a huge rant about this, but I think anyone who wasn't already in a research space, they either thought it was the most terrible thing or thought it was the most ridiculous thing that they've ever heard. Like, oh my God, that really just happened. But, most of us have come to realize why it happened.
You've been blinded by the cars, you've been blinded by the women. Don't know who the fuck you are. Thought I knew you when I spent $100 on a ticket to your show, and now I feel like you stole my fucking money and I'm broke. Man, you taught us how to rap and you taught us how to dress and you taught us how to act if we wanted to impress. Now you're teaching me to live like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
I think this is the most important point that he makes in this. his exact words here. What
Teaching me to live like I know you never would. What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood.
What you're preaching to these kids is keeping them inside the hood. Yeah, that's exactly the objective.
Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. Just a drug addict on TV. I don't want your Xanax bars or your fancy foreign cars. Throw your money in my face and try to tell me that it's art. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Just a drug addict on TV. Yeah.
It's just a drug addict on TV. That's so great. Okay, that's probably gonna cut to an ad or something, so stopping it right there. Anyway, so final thoughts. I could see. I think everyone would say that it looks like he was extremely frustrated in this moment. You know, like this was a song that was like, you know, like I have to get this off my chest. I've got a lot of things I want to say. I want to put it into one song or try my best to. And that's what I think he just sat down and wrote. Like, I'm just going to make sure that I fit as much into this poetically as possible. And, you know, it either hits or it doesn't. But I think it's going to hit because I think I can't be the only one who is thinking these things. I can't be the only one who has noticed these things. So he, put it together and put it out there, with Nova's help, and which always does an amazing job. I have failed to mention that before. Um, yeah, him and Nova make an amazing team. They really do. They do the most amazing things, and I know they get some help from other family members and stuff, but this whole team is just amazing. Uh, yeah, I think he just felt a message through his own life experiences that he felt like needed to get out there. And he's like, there's got to be other people that are going to vibe with this. And he was right. He was absolutely right. Anyway, I could go on for hours on these things, honestly. But I think with this one, I'm going to leave it at that. Because I know there's some even deeper ones later. We'll get into some of the other things later. I think the most important to me, anyway, message that he had right there and this song was the keeping the kids in the hood line. Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly what that music was meant to do. It's glorifying and glamorizing this lifestyle that honestly, the vast majority, if not all of them, have never even lived. But they're preaching it to you so that the younger generation's like, yeah, that's an amazing lifestyle. That sounds really cool. And then they go and they become these things. They actually become these things, and then they become this like victimized person when it's like they're the ones actually doing the terrible things. It's like, no, you're doing terrible things, so it leads to a terrible life. That's what happens. Anyways, I said I wasn't going to rant anymore, but there I go. That's it for now. I will try to do another one as soon as possible. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure exactly which one. I'm somewhat picking these at random, but I'm going to try to kind of go in order from oldest to newest. So I want to kind of work my way up, but I may not necessarily go completely in order. That's it for now. So I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.